County made a sudden change for buses as well. The timing has a lot of people questioning how well thought out these decisions are. Our Katie Crowther joins us live from the TMJ4 Digital Media Center with this closer look. Katie.
Yeah, Carol and Steve, I've been talking about this live on TMJ4 Facebook, and we all know by now there is a deep divide in our country over face masks, especially when it comes to kids in schools and travel. And while some have done away with face masks, there are still many places who are keeping them in practice because really we've now gotten used to them over the past 2+ years. Face masks are back to being mandatory at Milwaukee Public Schools after a one-day respite.
I think they could have handled it better. I think they could have thought about it more because it caused a lot of confusion in the schools now.
It seemed really random and unnecessary to begin with, to drop it this far into the year.
These Rufus King seniors say the 24-hour difference raised questions and frustration.
And everybody's like, oh, you have to have a mask now, you have to have a mask now. And we're like, what? It was only for a day.
I'll keep wearing one, I like it.
Students we talked with say they're so used to wearing masks by now, it's become their preference.
It's a little mysterious, right? People can't see your face.
Yeah, you don't have to put on makeup, right?
Yeah, or pretend to be happy about things.
From what I seen yesterday, a lot of people chose not to take their mask off anyways. So just to be on the safer side, it would be smarter just to keep it through the rest of the school year because it's more. Rufus King is a big school and it's a lot of us. So things could spread pretty quickly still.
It seems most people who rely on Milwaukee County buses feel the same. The transit system also reinstating its mask mandate after lifting it for one day.
I feel like we should still have masks because it is a safety caution for me.
I love that we're having the mask mandate. I think, it's a lot of people on the bus that cough and all that good stuff, so we need it.
All right, so the students and bus drivers willing to stop and talk with me today were in favor of mask wearing, as you heard. But there were others I reached out to who honestly told me they didn't want to be on camera talking about this issue because they were afraid of getting backlash. So that just goes to show you how divisive the topic of masks has become. But now I am actually going to go, if you'll join me, I'm going back live on Facebook to have a broader discussion on this with a mental health professional. So please join me. But for now, Steve and Carol, I will send it back to you.
Katie, thank you. And before we move on, the CDC is now, this is breaking, by the way, the CDC has asked the Justice Department to sue to overturn the decision from the court in Florida that earlier in this week reversed the federal mask mandate. So the Justice Department said it would only appeal that case if the CDC said, yes, you need to do it. Now the CDC says it has to happen, so that will be the next step. We are all in limbo once again.